Today on Play to Win, a big SEC matchup today as Auburn takes on LSU. Also, has the bye week hit Georgia at the perfect time? Plus, Pro Football Hall of Famer Morton Anderson joins us today. It's all that and more on the fastest 30 minutes in television, football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers, Moe's Southwest Grill, and the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Welcome to football's Play to Win with Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, player medical and injury reports with Dr. Sadiq Al-Amin, Falcons All-Pro wide receiver Terrence Mathis, and your host, Nikki Williams. Today's hometown team report is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win.
Good morning, Atlanta, and have we got a show for you today. Bob Whitfield, Terrence Mathis, Chuck Smith, but I'm going to let y'all finish in a minute. Right now, I'm going to introduce to you guys Hall of Famer Morton Anderson.
Go. I had to.
Deserve it.
I had
You
to.
deserve it.
Go.
8 seasons with the Atlanta Falcons, kicker, and 13 seasons with the Saints, right?
Yeah. 21 years with 2 teams. Very lucky. Inside, too. It's nice. Climate controlled. I like that. It's like being in the locker room with these guys again. I love it. So absolutely. Like
Boy, you spent like 2 minutes with us in the locker room. Kickers was always gone first. They was leaving out early.
Offensive linemen were important to me, man. You guys were the last piece of defense, you know, when I was doing my thing. So
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I love you, man. I love you,
Love
man.
you too, man.
I'm staying tuned for the book you're going to write because I know you've got some stories. And boy, am I glad
Yes,
you're
he
up
does.
here with us today because we need to talk about what it's going to take for the Falcons to win tomorrow.
Sense of urgency. I'm just telling you, the Falcons have to come
What's
out with
going
a
on?
sense of, huh?
It's like, what's going on?
With the Falcons?
Yes.
Well, organization. To me, they're not
Okay.
organized. That's the first thing we talked about. If you can't get the right personnel on the field, you ain't got no chance.
Man, it's so vanilla. I mean, they got to have some consistency somewhere in their games. It's so predictable. I was at the game and I could say, run, pass. Oh, that guy's going to be open. Look at that coverage. They got to mix it up a little bit.
It looks uninspiring to me. I mean, winning is contagious, so is losing. And so you start, especially if you don't have leadership in the locker room. I'm not saying they don't, but you better be vocal right now, quickly, and start fixing the dam because it's leaking.
To me, I don't know about the leadership. Julio Jones just came out this week and said that, you know, it's well said that Julio came out and, you know, and asked Dan Quinn, can I speak? This should have been 3 weeks ago. This should have been 4 weeks ago. So I know he's quiet and all those different things, but at some point now everybody's saying, man, we needed that to get going. That should already happen.
A lot of change in coaches, a lot of change in personnel, a lot of change in team chemistry. What that leaves you is a vulnerable Falcons team that other teams have caught up to. It's not the same Falcons from the Super Bowl year, and the teams are chomping at the bit for that dirty bird.
All right, guys, still to come. Like they said, the Falcons appear to be moving into a bit of a rebuild mode. So who will be traded next? But next, it's time for the battle of the Tigers in the Bayou. It's coming up on football's Play to Win.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's #946.
We live with AT&T, and we are well past the honeymoon phase.
Occupado, Tom.
AT&T, what's this I hear about you advertising a 100% fiber network?
Only like a fraction of my customers can get that.
That's it?
You have such a glass half empty attitude.
The glass is more than half empty.
You need to relax, Tom.
Oh.
You need a little Tom time. You know, a little TT.
Stop living with AT&T. Switch to Xfinity today and ask about download speed up to 400 megabits per second or even faster up to 1 gig.
Whether it's time to get to work or to your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on a J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Both with the tech you want and the quality you need. Hurry in to Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months, and for a limited time, get the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
Look what God has done. Thank you. Because of your support, we've grown to locations all over Atlanta. This is the time of year where we all take time to give thanks and to celebrate with family and friends. May God richly bless you and your family is our prayer. Thank you and happy holidays! See you soon!
Today's SEC and ACC report is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers.
Welcome back. We got a battle going on in the Bayou. Auburn headed to LSU. It's a pretty decent matchup.
I think so, because when you look at the offense of LSU going against a great defense from Auburn, I mean, it's going to be a big man's game. I'm telling you, in the trenches, I really believe whoever's offensive line or defensive line is strong. Huh?
Burrow for Heisman, brother. That quarterback from LSU is blazing. 4 touchdowns last week, and he's going to blaze up Auburn and that defensive line that Chuck want to rave about. Those offensive linemen from LSU pass
now he dropped the numbers. He analytics now, so he dropped.
I'm just telling you.
He's got 4 touchdowns. I'm telling you, it's a big man's game. In between the trenches, that's who's going to win. Joe Burrow, if you put some pressure on him, Derek Brown, the defensive tackle from Auburn, the best defensive lineman in the league, I believe LSU is in trouble because Auburn's D-line is going to hunt.
I love LSU. The confidence that they put on right now, the receivers, that track meet that they have, arguably probably the best trio of receivers in college football right now.
It's hard not to love Orgeron. I mean, he's just got so much spirit.
That voice. What did you don't even heard what he say? What did he say?
Y'all beat Bob mad now because y'all beat him to the impersonation. That's Bob. Bob.
That's how Bob normally talks, man. What are you talking about?
Bob Orgeron. All right, guys. Well, now let's throw it over to our college football showdown of the week.
Today's Showdown of the Week is being brought to you by AT&T. More for your thing, that's our thing.
Wisconsin, Ohio State, the big marquee game today. What do you guys think?
Surprise. I'm surprised Wisconsin's coming this game with a loss. I'm surprised they lost to Illinois, so they're going to be tested because some of their confidence, they've been shot. This ain't the Wisconsin team we thought was going to be in the Final Four. But I tell you again, what Wisconsin does have, Jim Leonard, a Rex Ryan protege as a defensive coordinator, they're still one of the best defenses in the game. I think that's going to really help this Wisconsin team.
I like Wisconsin a lot because of the fact they're going to come in, they're going to be physical.
You've said that all season.
They're going to be physical, and they're going to
run the
attention
ball,
to detail. Okay, they had a little hiccup. They went from what they do best,
That's
3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, and they throw that ball on 3rd and 5. I don't understand why they didn't punt the ball and let Illinois try to march it downfield, but they're going to get over that, and they're going to play well. This is going to be a great game to see where Ohio State is right now.
It's a setup game for the rankings because if Ohio wins and they beat Wisconsin, now that topsy-turvy playoff thing is just going to be even worse. So what I would like right now is put my petition in, expand the playoff field. We need more teams in the playoff.
Well, let's get the money opinion. Let's see what Jeffrey had to say about the game.
This was supposed to be the big game of the year so far, but what happened was Wisconsin was a 30-point favorite over Illinois last week, and they were looking ahead, and they let a bum hang around, and the bum moved in. They lost to Wisconsin. I see this game as what I call a 2-2 game. Ohio State is too fast, too much talent. Give the 14.5 points with the Buckeyes.
When we come back, as UGA prepares for their meeting with Florida, are the Dogs still the pick to win the SEC East? And later, Morton Anderson gives his take on the Falcons' struggles as we continue on football's Play to Win.
Whether it's time to get to work or to your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on a J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Both with the tech you want and the quality you need. Hurry in to Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months, and for a limited time, get the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
Oh, I'm glad you found it.
Oh, we were just happy to get some time away.
You're the first couple to try our new bed and breakfast bundle. It's bed and breakfast in the same room. You wake up to the smell of coffee and bacon, made by a private chef, right there.
So we're sleeping in the kitchen.
Well, I'm sure you'll write it better than that for the review.
Stuck in a bad bundle? Get a great one. Bundle AT&T Fiber and DirecTV and get a $100 reward card. Limited availability may not be in your area. More for your thing. That's our thing. Call 1-877 only ATT.
We've owned a few different houses through the years. Your company was absolutely the best. They were so professional. Everything they did, they didn't get a mark on a wall or anything else. It was clean, it was friendly, and it was fun. And most of the time, moving is not fun. I'm going to give a great recommendation to Atlanta Peach Movers. It's always on time and it's always professional. There is no tree in Atlanta Peach Movers.
To schedule your move, call Atlanta Peach Movers today.
Chevy's the only brand
to earn J.D. Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks,
and SUVs 4 years in a row.
Since more than 32,000 real people
took the survey that decided these awards.
It was only right that you hear the good news from real people
like us.
Get over $37.50 below MSRP on this Colorado. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $2,000 cash allowance. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
Today's University of Georgia Report is being brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you.
Welcome back to the Dog Report. Let's take a look at Georgia's remaining schedule and the million-dollar question. Looking at this schedule, do you think that Georgia can run the table?
Cakewalk. It's not easy. No. It's not easy. That is not easy schedule right there. Missouri is, they're there. Texas A&M is there. Oh, then you got Auburn sitting right in the middle of it.
Georgia's going to lose 2 of these games. I'm telling you, look at even Georgia Tech's not going to be no punk coming down the
Not gonna be no punk.
But
tell them how you really feel about it.
Georgia could lose 2 of these games, but they'll definitely lose 1 of those games out of these 4. I mean, that's a tough one.
So who is the favorite in the East now if it's not Georgia?
I say Florida.
I say Florida.
I say Florida because watching Florida, they're able now to throw the ball. But to me, what separates Georgia and Florida, I really believe Florida's defensive line can stop
There's
Swift
an imaginary boundary called the border. That's the only thing that separates Florida and Georgia. Georgia's going to take them. They all selling out looking at the schedule. Oh, woe is me. Georgia's not the class of the SEC. Yes, they are. You thinking Georgia's Tennessee, son? Is that going on?
He already called them kind of punk. I mean, they're still nationally ranked.
Morton get in here now. You trying to attack me? Okay.
This is how it was in the locker room when I used to smash on you, buddy.
You had 1 good game, keeping the road.
You guys, these are our experts. Now it's time for you all to be the expert and play our Ippolito's You Be the Expert contest. This season, be sure to visit our website, playingtowin.tv, and take a shot to be #1 against all the competition by picking this week's college and NFL winners against the spread. We'll be giving away Ippolito's $100 and $50 gift certificates to each week's first and second place winners. So make sure you come back every week and prove your football IQ by being the best at predicting this week's college and NFL games. Ippolito's, a great neighborhood Italian restaurant. After the break, we'll dissect the issues with the Falcons and discuss where do they go from here. It's next on Football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers, Chevrolet, find new roads. This is It Barbecue and Atlanta Peach Movers.
Okay, you're thinking if you buy a used car, you'll save money. Well, yes, but you'll also get guaranteed quality. Watch this. Every certified vehicle must pass a comprehensive 160-point quality assurance inspection. Only the best make it up front. Like this 17 certified Corolla, 0 down and only $149 a month. Or this 17 certified Tacoma, 0 down plus 1% financing. 7-year, 100,000-mile coverage, and you get to buy from a friend. Beaver Toyota of Cumming, we're here to wow you.
Oh my God. Try the new Buffalo Chicken Burrito at Moe's today.
Whether it's time to get to work or to your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on a J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Both with the tech you want and the quality you need. Hurry in to Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months, and for a limited time, get the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's #946.
Oh my God. Try the new Buffalo Chicken Burrito at Moe's today.
Today's Atlanta Falcons report is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Welcome back. We were talking earlier in the show about what the Falcons need to do to start taking care of business. And one of the first moves that they've made is trade Mohamed Sanu. And what do you guys think about that?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I was stunned.
You go from the 1-6 team or something to an undefeated team, 1-5 to undefeated. Hey, that's a nice trade for him.
I know he hated to leave the guys, but he probably said, oh my goodness.
Did you see it went viral on Twitter? There was a video of actual footage of Mohamed Sanu leaving the Falcons and he's sprinting through a parking deck.
Well, look, let me drop some knowledge.
Oh, here he goes.
To me, it was a good move because Calvin Ridley needs to be the number 2. To me, Sanu, you get rid of him. You already got Hooper who stepped up. So when I seen that they got a second round, perfect. They got enough wide receivers. But that second round pick, I think, worked well. And I don't think eventually they want to pay Sanu. So to me, it worked out well.
What about Beasley then? He's been on the trade blocks.
What in the world? We done went from Sanu to now Beasley.
Well, that was actually going to be my next question.
We'll throw it out there, host. Let him just kind of figure it out here in a second.
What do you think? Should they trade Vic Beasley?
If you can get good value for him. If you got Sanu at a second round value, then maybe Vic Beasley can give you another second round pick. So I think Vic Beasley still got some tread on that tire. So
how about if we just take the guys that are in the locker room and let them play at a higher level? I think that'd be kind of a novel idea.
I agree.
Execute the game plan. Hey, listen, before the trade line, you're going to get rid of a few guys, and as long as you get good value, which I think the Sanu trade was good value. But how about blocking and tackling and catching the rock and running the football and stopping the run?
Where they do that at?
Morton, what moves do you think the Falcons should make next?
I think they should just understand that get the guys in the locker room to play better, whatever it takes. If it's tough love, it's tough love, but find something in there that sparks them. Go to their paycheck and their personal pride and said, stop backing up to the window and let's go.
That's old school, Nicky, backing up to the window.
That is old school, but you know what? That's how they motivated us.
Yeah, he said backing up to the window, getting the check.
You're robbing the organization. You're robbing the team.
Jesse James.
Nicky, you know what though?
That is old school, but hey.
I agree with Mort saying, I'm sick of hearing about what y'all ain't doing. At some point, you got to make it happen. You know, you got guys whining on TV, oh, you know, I'm disappointed in myself because I heard Dan quit and we want to help Q. Well, step your game up then. Stop your whining and step your game up. There's an opportunity there. And to me, if the guys that are part of the brotherhood were doing what they're doing, we wouldn't be talking about Dan Quinn's job. The players have let him down because coaches are going to put plays out there. They got to execute it. Sometimes the players got to pick the coach up and help him. Make a play sometimes when the plays set up are perfect for you.
Yeah.
And
you had that. Not right there.
Terrence, you said something.
Empower each other. Empower each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Feed off each other. That's how it works in a team sport.
Is there a way to just keep it
challenge
simple?
each other. No, you got to challenge each other and say, hey, live up to your expectations. I'm going to take care of mine. I know it's old school like we did in '98.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, and you said something about keeping it simple. Well, just put Hooper and Julio Jones on the same side and run combination routes with them, because obviously you want to throw the ball to Julio every time. So just combo those routes.
All right, Terrence. Well, thank you so much, Morton Anderson, for joining us this week. Heck of a lot of insight that you brought today. You'll have to come back and see us again.
HOF. Yes.
All right. Well, the Seahawks are headed to Mercedes-Benz Stadium tomorrow. Let's hear how Jeffrey picks the game.
What can more be said about Atlanta? They're terrible. They're going to start to get, they already started getting rid of players. They're going to get rid of more players. Russell Wilson is terrific. Give the 3.5 points with Seattle. Should be an easy win at the Dome.
And welcome back. One of my favorite guests. I always love having Trey Detmering on with Georgia Drive Chevy LMA. Tell everybody about the group.
It's a group of 36 dealers serving Metro Atlanta and North Georgia.
And thank you for coming back on with us. I think the last time we had you on, you guys had just released the brand new Chevy Blazer, right?
It was just coming out, and we were very excited about it.
It's iconic, it looks good, and you guys kind of resurrected it. It's an all new everything, right?
All new, much different, but very exciting. The styling is really, people are really liking it.
A brand new Chevy Blazer with Apple Play, right?
Apple Play, yes. All Chevys now have
even the
CarPlay.
Silverado?
Even the new Silverado.
And you guys also just brought back the brand new 2020 Corvette total overhaul.
Yes, mid-engine. It's been a rumor since the 50s, and it's finally here.
All the technology. What's the price point on it now?
Price point, mid-engine Corvette, under $60,000.
Wow, that's a lot of car for your money. Is now the time to buy a car? My mom always says, end of the year is the time to buy a car.
End of the year is always time to buy the car. The 19s are selling out, and the 20s are coming in.
Well, guys, head over to Georgia Drive Chevy Facebook page to learn more and get in a new Chevrolet. When we come back, it's time to check in with Dr. Elamine and his player injury report. Stay with us.
With the all-new Silverado HD, Silverado is now the only truck brand that can offer trucks with best-in-class towing, or trucks with best-in-class camera technology, or larger, more functional beds than any competitor. The only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado. Or get a total value of over $9,500 on this Silverado with a larger, more functional bed than any competitor. Or during truck month, make no monthly payments for 90 days.
Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
Come into Longhorn Steakhouse for steakhouse cuts. The mouth-watering New York strip, always popular Flo's Filet, and the limited time 14-ounce Delmonico. That's how steak is done. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
It's either the assurance of a 165-point certification process, or it isn't. It's either testing an array of advanced safety systems, or it isn't. It's either the peace of mind of a standard unlimited mileage warranty, or it isn't. For those who never settle, it's either Mercedes-Benz Certified Pre-Owned, or it isn't. The Mercedes-Benz Certified Pre-Owned sales event, now through October 31st, only at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer.
Today's player, medical, and injury report is being brought to you by the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute.
Welcome back, Dr. Elamine in the house to make some sense out of these injuries around the NFL. And I need you to make a lot of sense out of what is going on with Patrick Mahomes.
Absolutely. As you know, the quarterback from the Kansas City Chiefs sustained what they call a patella dislocation.
Now, I don't know what that is.
That's right. So I brought the team out to help us out here.
Mr. Bone.
Mr. Bone. So actually what happened with Patrick Mahomes is when he took the ball, he ran into tried to go into the end zone. His patella, which is this bone right here, normally sits between both knees.
Is that a bone or a ligament?
That's actually a bone, and it's connected to two tendons. Right? So what happened was his ligament went from here, and it dislocated like this. Ouch. All right, so everyone can see that, dislocated. Yeah. And what that does is, by dislocating, he had to get reduced. So it means he had to get put back. So that means he had a ligament disruption, which the ligament usually holds it here.
Okay.
It keeps it from actually sliding over.
So it's going to keep happening?
It can keep happening. There's a 60 to 70% chance that this may happen again if this doesn't heal. So this is a very, very serious injury.
Is he going to play?
I wouldn't play, but they say he wants to play, but I would not play.
You know who I want to play? Matt Ryan. What's going on with Matty Ice?
So Matty Ice, he sustained a ankle sprain. grade 1, possibly grade 2. So he should be able to play, but he should have some limitation in his movement in the pocket.
I had an ankle sprain, Dr. E. If you recall, it took me 6 months to heal from that thing.
Yeah, I know, but you're not being paid $100 million.
That is a true story. What about Ito Smith?
Ito Smith, he has a concussion. So with his concussion, he is out. He's out for 2 weeks, possibly longer. So we'll see how that does with him.
All right, speedy recovery to everybody, guys. When we come back, we'll have Jeffrey's picks in the lightning round. Stay with us on Play to Win.
Athletes of all levels experience more wear and tear than most. Stop playing through the pain. Get the proper medical attention you need from Dr. Elamine and the staff at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team includes specialists in many fields offering compassionate care and advanced treatments that will get you back in the game. From weekend warriors to athletes of all levels, we've got your back and shoulder and ankle and knee. Call today for an appointment or visit theshouldernation.com.
Whether it's time to get to work or to your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on a J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Both with the tech you want and the quality you need. Hurry in to Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months, and for a limited time, get the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
When your psoriasis is bad, it can be hard to see what's possible. But the possibilities become clear with Taltz, the first and only treatment of its kind offering a chance at 100% clear skin. With Taltz, up to 90% of those with moderate to severe psoriasis saw a significant improvement of their psoriasis plaques. Some even saw 100% clear skin. Don't use if you're allergic to Taltz. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. Increased risk of infections and lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about infections, symptoms, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop, worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions can occur. See the possibilities. Ask your doctor about Taltz.
Own the tailgate with the new Georgia Bulldogs Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every dog's tailgate with chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea. Dogs dig the new Georgia Bulldogs Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all.
Today's lightning round is being brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill. Come in today.
Welcome back. It's time for the lightning round with Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, 13-5 the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
The man is on fire. Take us through these picks, Jeffrey.
I like the Volunteers at home against South Carolina. They're playing good ball, and I'm going to take Chuck's Vols +4.
Rocky Top.
Rocky Top. They laughed at me last week when I picked Michigan to cover against Penn State. Michigan covered. So here, Michigan started out the favorite. Now they're the underdog +1, and I think they're going to beat the Irish. Take Michigan +1. And then Washington State is a disaster. Oregon's going to go up and down the field. Give the 14 points with the Ducks. In the pros, Buffalo's a heck of a team. They may be the second best team in the AFC, or third best team. Give the 1.5 with Buffalo home against the disappointing Philly. Matthew Stafford's going to have a huge day against the Giants secondary. Give the 7 with Detroit. And Green Bay Rodgers should have a field day against Kansas City with Mahomes hurt. That 4 points should mean nothing. Give the 4 with Green Bay.
And that is the gospel. Thank you for tuning in another week to Play to Win. We'll see you all next week, 9 a.m. on Saturday.
Today's show has been brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you. Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win. And Xfinity.